Smart people don't fail because they're incapable. They fail because something inside them quietly pulls the brakes at the worst possible moment. You've seen it before. Maybe you've lived it. High potential, sharp thinking, deep awareness, yet unfinished goals, missed opportunities, a strange pattern of getting close, then ruining it. Here's the uncomfortable truth no one likes to admit. The smarter you are, the more dangerous your own mind becomes. Not because intelligence is a weakness, but because intelligence turns inward. And when it does, it doesn't just think. It judges, anticipates, doubts, and attacks. Listen to this. What if your biggest enemy isn't fear, but intelligence misused? Before we dive into this topic, kindly subscribe to the channel. It helps the channel grow, and it helps me reach more people who think like you. In this video, you'll discover why intelligent minds sabotage themselves, the hidden psychological payoff behind failure, why potential can become a prison, and how self-sabotage is often a form of emotional protection. Number 1. Intelligence sees too many futures. Smart people don't see one outcome. They see 10. Where others act, intelligent minds simulate. They imagine success, then immediately imagine collapse. Not because they're pessimistic, but because their brains are wired to detect patterns, risks, and consequences. Listen to this. The same skill that makes you brilliant also makes you hesitate. Every decision becomes heavy. If I choose this, what if it fails? What if it works and I can't maintain it? What if people expect more from me? What if I'm exposed? So instead of choosing wrong, the mind chooses nothing. And inactivity feels safe until it becomes painful. Self-sabotage begins quietly. Procrastination, over-preparation, endless learning without execution. You don't fail loudly. You fail silently. And because you're smart, you can always explain it away. Number 2. Intelligence creates a dangerous identity. Here's something rarely discussed. When you're labeled smart early in life, intelligence stops being a skill. It becomes who you are. Your identity fuses with your intellect. Let me ask you this. If your identity is intelligence, what happens when you fail? Failure doesn't just hurt. It threatens who you believe you are. So the subconscious makes a deal. If I don't fully try, then failure doesn't define me. That's the trap. You delay. You half-commit. You sabotage momentum. Because trying fully means risking exposure. And deep down, the fear isn't failure. It's being ordinary. Number 3. Self-sabotage as emotional protection. Self-sabotage isn't stupidity. It's self-preservation. The intelligent mind understands something others don't. Success brings responsibility, visibility, expectation. What if failure is safer than success? If you fail, no one expects consistency. No one watches closely. No one raises the bar. Failure protects freedom. So the mind creates patterns, missing deadlines, destroying relationships just before intimacy deepens, quitting when things start working. Not because you want pain, but because pain is familiar, and familiarity feels safe. Number 4. The paralysis of perfection. Perfectionism isn't about excellence. It's about avoidance. Smart people know what great looks like, and because they can imagine greatness, anything less feels unacceptable. Quick lesson. When your standards are perfect, starting feels like failure. So you wait. You refine. You plan, but never launch. Perfectionism gives you an excuse to delay pain. And delay feels productive until time exposes the lie. Number 5. Overthinking becomes self-betrayal. Overthinking feels intelligent, but in reality, it's the mind eating itself. Every thought spawns another. Every option fractures into sub-options. Certainty dissolves. Hear this carefully. At some point, thinking stops being wisdom and becomes fear in disguise. You confuse clarity with control, but control is impossible. And the longer you wait for certainty, the more anxious you become. So the brain shuts things down entirely. Self-sabotage becomes relief. Number 6, the way out. The solution isn't thinking more. It's acting imperfectly. Smart people don't need more insight. They need friction, constraint, Deadlines. Final lesson. Freedom fuels self-sabotage. Structure kills it. Action interrupts rumination. And slowly, trust is rebuilt. Not in intelligence, but in execution. If this video described you, you're not broken. You're just using your intelligence against yourself. And awareness is the first rebellion. If this resonated, subscribe. Not for motivation, but for clarity that cuts deep.